doesn't belong to him, it belongs to Allah, we'll be living in paradise. In the old days, let's say in the old days, it's still connecting to today, but let's say in the old days, the strongest identity is a tribe. A tribe, strongest identity. And the Prophet ﷺ came to destroy that tribalism. To say, no, your strongest identity is the ummah, but strongest identity are the believers. Only the believers are brothers. Family now. Breaking that. The Prophet ﷺ, he was not concentrating on families. He was not even concentrating on his own family so much. If he is, they would not have been sacrificed. You understand? The Sahaba-i-Kiram, they say, may our children be sacrificed for you. And they did. Can anyone claim that the Prophet ﷺ, he did not sacrifice his own children for the way of Allah and his grandchildren? From that time, 1400 years continuing until today. No one can claim that. So every title that comes with a huge responsibility, because the title, the name that comes with it, comes with a huge price. Because that reality now is in that name. The name of Abdullah, the servant, to say, whatever you call me, that is my name. I have no name. My name is what you call me. Whatever you feed me, that is my food. Whatever you put, that is mine. I have no claim. You are the one who gives me existence. You are the one who gives me a name. Name? What has a servant got to do with a name? Whatever you call me, it is. Desire? I have no desire. Like they say, the murid must be like the dead body in the hands of his Shaykh. The way that the dead body is in the hands of the washer, the murid must be. Where are the murids? Little bit, oh, it's too hot. Little bit, oh, it's too cold. It's too hard. It's too hard. Your washing up is too hard. That's because the dirt is stuck now to you. When I'm beating the carpet, I'm not punishing the carpet. I'm taking out the dust from the carpet. These days, there's no dust. These days, it is the poison is inside. These days, you have to use, like if you have anything, Brillo. You have to use that kind of heavy. That is the first step. So how are you going to be Abdullah, a servant, if you don't know that one that you're serving? You cannot be. You cannot just call yourself, I'm a servant, without knowing your master. The servant must know his master, because the servant doesn't know himself. The servant knows the master. The servant knows who he is. The servant knows where he lives. The servant knows what he likes, what he doesn't like. Everything about the master, the servant knows. It's not about him. And Allah is saying, the difference is, I am the Lord of mercy. When you become lords to each other, you become the lords of cruelty and zulm. And I have forbidden zulm to myself. Remember, Allah is forbidding zulm to himself. Meaning, if you serve me, you will find me the most merciful. You will find me the most generous. You serve me, I will make you to be with me. I'm not going to make you to be far away from me. I'm going to make you to be with me. This is our Lord. This is the type of king that we are serving. But if you are busy with yourself and you don't know who that Lord is, how are you going to serve? That time, your service, it is according to your own ego also. It is according to your own desire. Yeah. And that's very dangerous. Tonight is a holy night. It is the night of Rajab. It is the night of desire, of wishes. Whose desire? Whose wishes? People are going to say, of course my desire, of course my wish. It means tonight, whatever I wish for, whatever I desire, I'm going to ask. Bruh, that may be okay for some. We're following in the way of tariqat. What has a servant to do with desire? Whose desire are we speaking about? Allah. Whose wishes? Allah, not ours. In a night like this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will see that the entire heavens, they are empty from angels. And He sees all the angels, they are surrounding the Kaaba Sharif. And He's asking, not asking because He doesn't know the answer, He's asking so that the angels will be witness and mankind and all of creation will be witness to this exchange. What are you here for? Why are you here? This is the night of Rajab, Ya Rabbi. We are here to pray for those who are keeping this night holy and valuable and blessed. You think the angels, they're going to surround that stone? Why are they going to be surrounding that stone? You think the Kaaba is speaking about that stone that is in Sendre? Ahmad. Don't you see he's dying over there? He'll take over. That's how it is. Subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the skies, the paradises are going to be empty because the angels are coming down to your heart, to the Kaaba that is in you. They're going to be surrounding you. This is how holy this night is. As we were speaking before, I was giving this sohbet to Turkey this afternoon. Somebody was asking me a question, the connection between the qalb and the nafs. So of course there is a connection there. Because the qalb, it is a throne of Allah. But what is keeping the throne of Allah? That arsh, let's say the arsh, the kursi, the throne of Allah that is in the paradises, in the heavens beyond. They're carried by 8 angels. Don't think 8 angels the way that you see Disney cartoon, they're drawing angels, or this postcard, they're drawing angels. You cannot, if you even try to imagine them, your head is going to explode. Because nothing is bigger than the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are angels who are carrying that. What is the purpose of our ego? It is not to sit on that chair that we're making our ego to sit here. It is the chair must sit on our ego, because it is with the power of that ego that it can raise that. Shaykh Efendi is saying, have you ever seen a man walking in the streets carrying a donkey? I said, no, of course not, ya Shaykh. He said, this is how majority of the people are, walking around the streets carrying their donkey instead of riding their donkey. That donkey is your ego, your nafs, that you're supposed to ride, that is going to bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That arsh. You're putting yourself there, and your ego is sitting on top of you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, put me there. Say, La ilaha illallah. The ilah, that slowly you're going to discover there is no greater ilah than you thinking about your own ego to be an ilah. There is no greater ilah than that. Everything else perishes. What more we can say? This is a very holy night. Alhamdulillah. We are saying our Lord's pleasure, that is our for our Lord to be happy with us. For Him to be happy with us, we must know Him. If we don't know Him, we think we're doing something that makes Him happy, but it's not. So many people, they are praying so much, thinking it's going to make Him happy. Praying, 24 hours praying. But with one word, they destroy all their prayers. With one anger, they burn everything. With one jealousy, they burn everything. They destroy. And they are tricked by shaitan and their nafs to be destroyed. You think now that is going to please Allah? What is going to please Allah? When that ego that says, be angry, we say, no. When that ego says, be jealous, we say, no. When that ego says, be stubborn, we say, no. La, to that ilah. And that time, the Lord may be happy with you. He will be. Because He's saying, oh, you are stepping on your ego now. MashaAllah. Now that time when you're stepping on your ego, it is like you're stepping on the gas. Now you can go somewhere. You don't step on that ego. It's like you're putting gas into your car. You're starting, but you don't let go. You keep pushing and pushing and pushing, but it's going nowhere. It will kill you. To know Allah, that is our key. To know the Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam. To know that one who is going to teach you about your Prophet and Allah. That's very important. Otherwise, you're going to know Allah according to your imagination, according to your understanding, according to your ego, according to movie, according to father, according to ideology, according to your culture. But it's not according to haqq. Because that friend of Allah, that is the only one who's going to be able to teach you. He knows his Lord and his Lord knows him. May Allah forgive us, inshallah. And make us always to be in the company of the friends of Allah. Not for us to become in ghaflat. Not for us to be disobedient ones. Al-Fatiha.